In this program, we have declared a character array name with dimension 30. File star fp creates a file pointer or a stream, namely fp. So fp is a stream. Now let us move the cursor and now press Ctrl F1. We want to see the help regarding this file. Press Ctrl F1. You see the structure file is displayed over here. It is defined in stdio.h header file. It contains what is the purpose of this structure? It contains the information regarding the open file. Okay. Now observe this statement. fopen statement. fopen is a standard library function which will create a stream, attach that stream to this file pf1.c. It opens the file in a reading mode, it opens the stream in a read mode, and it returns a stream. That return value we are assigned to fp. So what we have done, the fp stream fp which we have created over here, and here we have initialized the stream fp using the function fopen. What fopen will do? It will open a file pf1.c in the read mode. While doing that, it will create a stream and attach that stream to pf1.c. Clear this point? fopen return this stream, and using that stream we have initialized the fp, the stream fp. So now we got the stream. Now we'll use this stream fp for input output operations. Now observe the next function, fgetS. fgetS is a function for reading a string from a file. Just place the cursor below this fgetS and press Ctrl F1. So what is fgetS? Gets a string from a stream. Gets a string from a stream. Okay, so here stream is your fp. Where will store it? Inside the array, namely name. How many bytes will read? 28 bytes. Is it clear? So here n means 28, character star s is your name array, and this is our stream fp. Is it clear? Well, so fgetS will read the string from the stream fp. What is the job of fgetS? It will read a string from a stream fp and it will store it inside the array name. The putS will display the contents of the array, namely name. Remember that fgetS and fputS, they are not formatted input output statement like printf or fprintf or fscanf. Is it clear? After that, the last job is closing of the file pf1.c using file pointer or stream fp. Observe carefully. In the function fgetS, we have used fp. We have not used directly the name of the file. Is it clear? So in fgetS we have used fp, as well as in fclose function we have used the stream fp. So all the operations we are doing on the stream and not directly on the file. So fclose fp will break the link between the pf1.c and the stream fp, and that is why the file is closed. Now remember one more point. While closing the file, if something is left on the stream, then that stream is transferred. The content of the stream will be transferred to the disk file or device file. I'll explain this concept using the function flash in next session. Now let us execute the program. Press Ctrl F9 and press Alt F5. You see the string Rajiv Dharaskar, which we have stored in previous program, this string we have stored, this string we have written to the file pf1.c in previous program, and now this time we have opened the file pf1.c, and now this is a reading operation. Is it clear? Now let us see one more thing. Let us open pf1.c to see the contents. Here this is the file pf1.c, and press enter. You see the content of file pf1.c is Rajiv Dharaskar. Is it clear? Understood the program?